Hello learners, my name is Dr. Neeraj. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to discuss about nested if statements. It is in continuation with the control statements which we were discussing earlier. I advise you to go ahead with the last videos in which I have discussed about if statement, if else if, and also I have discussed about various statements which control the flow of the code. Today I'm going to discuss about nested if, and if you have not gone through the previous video, that is if else, then I advise you to go with that video also, because in that I have told you about how what is the importance of indentation. And now see this particular nested if, how it is different from if else. The basic idea, the difference is that if the first condition is not met in nested if the first condition is not met, it will not look inside the other conditions. So this is a key difference. But in if else, all the conditions are checked, irrespective of the first condition is met or not. So if x is equal to 15, then it says 15 is obviously greater than 10, then it will say x is greater than 10. There's no problem. But what if x is equal to 5? If the x is equal to 5, this condition is false. First condition is false. 5 is not greater than 10. So it will ignore this second condition because it is nested within if. You can see the indentation. It will come out of this particular loop. That is, this particular block will not be executed because the condition is not met. If the condition is met, 15 is greater than 10, it will see the next condition. So this is the basic idea. So we'll see it in the notebook. Okay, the notebook is not open. It's open, yeah. So this is the notebook. We'll run this x is equal to 15, the what I have told you before in the PPT. So it is coming x is greater than 15 is greater than 10. So it is coming x is greater than 10 over here. Then it will go to the next condition because it is true. Otherwise it would have come out. So if it is true, it will go to the next one. 15 is greater than 20. No. Therefore, else part will be executed. That is, x is between 10 and 20. This is what has happened. So let me do it. X is equal to 5. Now what will happen? Tell me. You can comment or whatever. Tell me what will happen if x is equal to 5. Let me clear this. Yeah. Now I'll tell you what will happen. X is equal to 5. If x is greater than 10, 5 is not greater than 10 is false. So it will come out of this loop. All this will not be executed. All this will not be executed at all. And therefore, if this is not true, nothing will come. Nothing is there. Because there is no, this block is not executed. Even if I write x is equal to 5, which is, it is equal, this will also not come, nothing will come because this is not getting into it because the condition is not met. Okay, it has to be double equal to. Nothing is there. Now tell me what if I don't do? I will just show you. This is nested if because there's an indentation. If is coming below, not exactly below this, it is indented. So it is nesting. Now suppose there is no nesting, what will happen? So let me put it over here. Else will come below if. And now what will happen? Can we see that? It says that x is equal to, we will say x is equal to 5. Let me run it again. X is equal to 5, because this is not nesting. The first condition is not true. In nesting, the first condition was not true, the second was not executed. But now, when it is not nested, it is in the same line. The second condition is also, in spite of the first condition not being met, the second condition is also seen and it is executed. So, this is the difference between nested if and if else. So, guys, don't get confused. Nested if is also important because sometimes we don't want the other conditions to be checked. Once the first thing is not correct, we don't want to get into anything else. If it is not, if the value is negative, I don't want to check anything else. I want the value to be positive. Suppose. Then only I will see. If it is negative, the matter is finished. Profit is in loss. It is a loss, that means. But if it is a profit, it is above zero, then I will check how much is profit. Is it a higher profit or a lower profit or a medium profit? I can check. I can categorize. But if it is not a profit, I don't want to get into this loop. So this is the control statement. I don't want to execute every time all the statement. I will execute only if some condition is met. So I have told you if else has a different thing and nested if is a different thing. And also, if I want to have a universal execution statement, let us, which I've told you before, but I will let me put it over here. I don't want it to be indented. Let me say universal statement will always be printed as I explained you. Always printed. Let me do this again. Always printed. Last time we said that if it is, like if it was indented, let me go back. Control MZ. One second. Yeah. Okay, let me make it nested. It's not going back. Let me make it nested. And I said that if it is false, it will come out, nothing will be printed, right? Let me make this as a statement. Let me print it. Nothing has come. But if I put a universal statement, it will come. So this is all about today's learning. Thank you very much for your time. If you want to understand Python again, you need to subscribe my channel so that you get to the latest videos. I am going to update every week some interesting topics in Python. Even we're going to learn some how to make a games in Python and very interesting stuff. So if you want to get in touch with these videos, you want the updates, please subscribe to my channel. I'm Dr. Neeraj.